Tiger Johnson from Cleveland, Ohio, 140, and you're watching Goodfella TV.
All right, man. According to Lance Pugmire on BoxingScene.com, y'all know they're not owned by Viacom no more. And Lance is probably one of the better guys they got over there. Terence Crawford, Israil Madrimov, from anonymous source on there, says that fight could be going down August 3rd in Los Angeles. He says that Eddie Hearn in the Zone is going to handle the promotion. Allegedly, this is reportedly, and it's going to be a talent-littered undercard. So the plan is to do it August 3rd, LA. I'm going back to Cali. So, like I said, it'd be for the WBA. It's not going to be for a unification for the WBO. So, in my opinion, I don't know if Terence Crawford, like I said, they didn't sign right. They don't do that for black fighters. You know, they don't do that. From what I read, and I'll read it again before I end this video, it's just going to be for the WBA, Super WBA World Title. They don't do that for black fighters, you know. They don't allow you to have a belt and then fight for a vacant belt. They did it for Canelo, they did it for Lomachenko. They don't do that for black fighters, man. So I already knew that was some bullshit. When I heard that rumor, I said, that's bullshit. But check out the Boxing Room playlist, thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. And old buddy can punch. I think he knocked out Fondor in sparring right before the Lubin fight, allegedly. So yeah. So that's what they cooking up over there, Turkey Ala Sheik. So he taking this show on the road. I know it was rumors of him taking the fight with if Fury win against Usyk, Joshua and Fury in the UK. So now he taking this show on the road. I don't know why they picked LA. I think we all was thinking Nebraska possibly. But you know, I don't know how they usually come up with the locations. I know probably they look for site fees, they look for venue dates, and on insurance on the venues is important, and then they probably look at what type of crowd we gonna attract. Then they probably looking at you know who was available and all that type stuff. So August 3rd is a while away. It's over a year. Israil Madrimov, if he ever gonna beat Terence Crawford, he's gonna beat Terence Crawford. I think he'd be almost 36 years old. 37 years old by the time, almost. While August 3rd rolling around, they couldn't do nothing sooner. But I guess when you putting your first event together, you know what I'm saying, you know, that's what they do. So we in, you know, so basically May, June, July, all for 4 months. I mean, I'm figuring they can't do shit sooner. It's wild. I think he should be back in the ring no later than the beginning of July, really June, but it's about what's available, what the networks got available, what the Zone got available. And Eddie Hearn, I mean, he ain't signed Eddie Hearn, but Eddie Hearn just gonna carry the promotion. Eddie Hearn winning right now. You know, Eddie Hearn winning right now. And, you know, Oscar went on a run, signed Kid Austin, and, you know, got Jose Ramirez, might have been some couple other guys in there. But, you know, the Zone is starting to be the hotbed. You know, we keep hearing about Tank possibly fighting Houston. I mean, I think we are interested in that because, you know, how often you get to go to Houston? Houston is now pretty much the new, you know, DC, the new Atlanta. DC was always DC, then Atlanta became the new DC, and now Houston is more Tex-Mex down there. You know, because you got the Hispanic culture, the Mexican, you know, the American Hispanic culture. You got the Mexican culture because it's close to Mexico. Then you got a bunch of black people down there. So, yeah, quite frankly, you know, and it's not an expensive city probably to fly into, and, you know, it's spaced out or whatever, but, you know, yeah, got a good club scene and nightlife, and, you know, I heard they got a big Nigerian population and all that down there for those who care about that. So, you know, it'd be a nice little thing. You know, you can Thursday, Friday. LA is cool too, you know. Good food out there. Good scenery and all that type stuff. And gonna see some stars. So, I mean, that might be something I might look into going to Houston and LA. So most of us just was in the foregone conclusion that it's gonna do it in Nebraska. You know. Shit, New York in the summertime is dope. You know what I'm saying? Eddie's tried Chicago. Chicago just ain't hitting like that for boxing right now. Got too much shit going on. Florida in the summertime got too much shit going on. I mean, Atlanta would have been interesting for him too. Atlanta in the summertime it's like Houston, but the thing about Houston is more spread out. It's hot. It's humid to fucking Houston though. So surprised, Atlanta. They probably considered Atlanta. They probably thought about Atlanta. Atlanta, nice little spot. Got some nice little venues and stuff of that nature. So, but yeah, Israil Madrimov. Hey, look. If you ever gonna get him, it's gonna be right now. So I guess Crawford will renounce his WBO rights, and maybe him and PBC reach something. I'm not saying I know nothing, but maybe him and PBC reached a financial deal, or maybe they will fight in a unification fight. And they strip him for blood, but maybe they came out. You beat Israil Madrimov, we'll do a unification with the winner of Fondor Tim Tszyu. I mean, we don't know. They don't. The agreement for Fondor and Tim Tszyu, had Tim Tszyu lost, which he did, was for them to turn around and fight in Australia. That was the agreement. So that was the agreement. So yeah, that was the agreement. So but he said they didn't get it in writing and all that. So shit, they might have just wired Bud some money and said let it be. And if I get money not to do nothing and I still get a title fight out of it, cool. That's probably what it is. Probably gave him some bread to go away because you ain't heard shit else about it. So it was rumors that he was messing with that Irish mobster over there. He was part of that roster, but his name was never, on the website or nothing like that. And they disbanded the advisor company or whatever, but the U.S. got involved. I think the U.S. got involved to try to catch the guy. I forget the guy's name. But Crawford wasn't on the website or nothing like that. But you know how it go. U.S. always sticking their nose in somebody's business. But I think Ireland might have asked for their help. So if that's the case, hey, it is what it is. But they never caught him. They don't have any jurisdiction over in Saudi Arabia. That's the crazy thing about it. That's why when you go travel to other countries, man, this is imperative. Other countries don't allow you to spit on the floor or spit on the ground, and you got to learn their customs and their laws. And a lot of people don't have manners. So you go over there and you don't have no manners. You just don't turn the switch on to have manners and don't have manners, bro. That's why you see these dudes, go on these dates and these women recording this, saying you broke and you ain't bougie enough, and they recording these and they like, you didn't vet her right. Gonna feed a broad and she ain't earn nothing. That's wild. But yeah, man, like shit, I'm happy for him, bro. I might go out there and support depending on how everything going. So plenty of time to plan for it. Shit, that's probably the two things. I want to hit up Vegas again. So it depends who fighting Vegas this summer. I might do a free trip. Shit, I need to get some cash back on my credit cards. I got 3 reward credit cards. Need to get some cash back. Got some flyer miles and shit. Well, I ain't got to worry about flyer miles. I'm good on that. So I was gonna go out to that Haney shit, but I'm like, man, I don't know if this nigga Ryan gonna make it to the ring. So that's why I ain't go to that shit. I'm like, he kind of turned me off to that shit. Bill invited me and everything, was gonna plug me in. I appreciate it, but like I said before, I'm kind of in like monk mode, stacking mode at this point. But yeah, man, Madrimov got a chance. I ain't seen too much of him fight, but I know he knocked out Fondor ass in sparring. And I know it's different, you trying to cut weight and all that, but also Bud coming off almost to the day, a year layoff. So no matter how in shape you stay outside the ring, you debuting in a new division. Thing about it is you need to be busy. Now, as you get older, you got to get busier and busier and busier. So hopefully he fight in August, he turn around in December, November, do something. Or maybe this will be his last fight, but you need activity. The 7 pounds of help, you need activity. So hopefully he can turn back right around and fight again. And maybe they got an agreement, because with Fondor and Tszyu won't happen till November. So hopefully turn around. There's a rumor that Canelo could be fighting overseas in Saudi Arabia in December. So they fuck around and find out, right? But shout out to them, man. And like I said before, the man was working against another brother, and he had to go to Saudi Arabia for them to help him out. That's why I told y'all, you know, you want to be black pride and have black power, and you want to be able to break bread with thy brother and sister. But when your thy brother and sister is blackballing you out of the industry, boxing you out because you won't let them to take advantage of you. Same dynamics in America with the women. Same dynamics with some of these funky ass ninjas out here too. You gotta go do what's best for you. If the best option for you is to go over there and divest and get a couple snow bunnies, or go get a Maria or Becky, they go do it. If your best opportunity is, hey, none of your homeboys want to put the money up for your business, and Abdul and Hector and Billy gonna put the bread up, and you feel like they gonna be honest, that's what you gotta do. You gotta do what's best for self. So appreciate y'all, man. Check out the Box Rumor playlist. Hit the link tree. Find me on X, Instagram, Spotify, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Kick, Twitch. The Patreon should be launching Friday, so I'll keep y'all alert on that one. Check out the community tab and videos. Peace.